you're creating an online course, what software should you use? Why should you use it? What's the best way to approach making sure you're actually going to get sales and it's actually going to sell? And how do you do all this stuff? So I created a guide, a complete guide to create and sell online courses. And I have over 500 people in my email list just because of that program that I put together. And the number one question that I get, even though I've outlined it in my download, is what software to use and why, and the technical stuff. I think that a lot of people struggle with the tech. So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm going to be talking also about how to pre-sell your program, which I think is really important. When I first started my courses, like I waited until people asked me to build certain things, then I built them, then I sold a lot. But if you don't have a community that is asking you to create something, the best thing to do is start out with a workshop. And this is step one. It's actually step one in the process of making $1 million with online courses. And I followed this for my own business. And I heard it first from Brendan Burchard and how he recommended if he started all over, this is what he was going to do. And it's what he was doing in his business. So I took that model that I learned from him and I created sort of the system for my own business. So what I do is step one is I hold a workshop. I charge $97 for that workshop. It's 3 sessions. I put a landing page up. If it sells, then I know that I'm going to put effort into it, that I'm going to create all the stuff and it's worth it to me, right? If your workshop doesn't sell, then that either your copy's bad, the offer's bad, or people don't want your product or service. And so you know what to fix before going out and just putting hours and hours and hours into something, blood, sweat, and tears for months, and then going and launching it and it doesn't sell. There's nothing worse than that. I've done that actually. So I highly recommend that you start with a workshop, charge $97 if people buy that, and that it's going to sell. Okay. So step 2, once you actually have something, maybe you've just recorded it on Zoom, right? That's what I do. I just record it on Zoom, nothing fancy. And then I take all of that, I edit it and I put it into a course. I add the bells and whistles and the downloads and all of the stuff, maybe add a few more videos based off of the Q&A. And then it's a full-on course. And then I raise the price, right? And let's talk about the tech. So first of all, when I first started my very first course years ago, I used Udemy, which I hate. I hate Udemy. Sorry, Udemy, but I don't like you. It's just not the best platform to use for customer experience and all of that, in my opinion. And so then I moved over to Thinkific. And I think that Thinkific was great for when I was first starting out and I put my course there. The only problem, though, is you had to pay a monthly fee. And when you add that monthly fee up, it's a lot of money. And if you're not consistently selling that program over and over again, it just doesn't make financial sense. And at the time I wasn't. At the time I would just open up my programs every once in a while, like every 6 months, which I do that now. What I noticed is if I cancel the subscription, I could edit one video, but I couldn't edit the rest. Like all of a sudden I couldn't add more courses. I couldn't create more products and stuff. I didn't own my content. It wasn't mine. I lost access to it once I stopped paying the fee. And the other thing is that Thinkific, the landing pages aren't that great. So then it was time I decided to create my own. So if you're familiar with Teachable, which is great, they're expensive though. So what I did was I use LearnDash. LearnDash looks just like Teachable, but you own it. So I created a separate website. It is a plugin. You don't have to do a separate website, but I did it and I'm glad that I did it in case something happened to my main website. I rank my main website. I do all the SEO and stuff on the main website, and all the money and everything that I make, products and services, are on a separate website. And I'm really glad that I do that because I got my website hacked, my main one. And this other one, nobody really finds it because I don't SEO anything on it. And it's that nice, secure little place that it's not going to hurt my business if my main site goes down. What it costs overall to build this for yourself, I mean, obviously, depending on what services and who you go with and everything, is right around $1,000. LearnDash is a one-time payment. I think it's like $3.99 or something like that. And then you can integrate pretty much any type of payment gateway that you utilize. I use cart flows because it was less expensive than some of the other ones out there. It was a one-time fee a year, and I could create upsells, downsells, and do all of that. And then you add WooCommerce in. WooCommerce is great. It has a subscription option if you want to upgrade to the subscription, but you don't necessarily need that if it's just a one-time payment. And WooCommerce is great because it gives your clients a receipt. It's really fancy that way. And it has your products and services. You can do coupons. And I was able to sell one of my courses on AppSumo, and it had everything that I needed to make that happen and make my product like something that could be resold or used as an affiliate. You can add a full-on affiliate program in there. So it's just really wonderful. I really love it. And it takes a little bit learning to learn LearnDash, but it's very easy to use. And then I use the AWS cloud, actually be able to store all the stuff, all the videos, the downloads, all of this stuff. I'm primarily put up in the Amazon cloud because it's free, it's secure, and it's very easy to manage. And I would say, well, it's free. After a couple of years, your server starts to fill up and like it's going to cost you like $1 or a couple of bucks a month. It's super affordable though, right? Compared to like Google Drive or any of the other ones. And so that's what I use. Now, if you ever need help in setting this all up for your business, for those people that are actually in my membership program, I'm actually creating a full-on course and live training to set up your LearnDash and all of that. So if you are in my program, you're going to be able to get that. And by the way, if you're watching this and today is May the 5th, today is the last day to actually join my membership and get 5 marketing courses for $49. And then the doors close for 6 months. Otherwise, you can get my courses individually by paying $379, or you can go ahead and join my workshops and get the new ones for $97. All the other ones that I offer then are actually just going to be available in my membership. And see, that's what I have been able to build. So I have like in my membership, I give my members a new course every single month. And right now, when you join, you get 5 courses initially. And then if you stay a member for 5 months, it's basically a course for every month. Then I start giving you new ones. If you pay like $379 for a full year membership, you get all of those courses right away and then a new one every single month. So there's just some really good deals there. You can't get these courses at that price for, any place else to build your business. And they're all really high value. So that's what I've built with my courses. And it's a way for me to help people that can't afford my marketing services. So I run a full-on marketing agency and I have clients that I'm dedicated to and I do their marketing for them. But then my courses are a way for me to help those that are maybe new to the business. Maybe they suffered from the pandemic and they have to do the work themselves and they've got to figure out how to do it. So I offer those courses up to them. So hopefully this helped you to bring the mystery around it. I really love LearnDash because it's the cheapest option. I own the content that I put out there. Nobody's going to remove it from me if for some reason I'm not paying something. And aside from making sure that I'm paying for my hosting and all of that, which is like a yearly expense. And I get to control the experience that my community has. Now, if you want it to be super fancy stuff, you can update it to using, I think it's called BuddyPress. And it's just another design, if you will, theme, if you will, for LearnDash. But otherwise, I get so many compliments from people that get access to my online platform. And I highly recommend it. So hopefully this video is helpful for you. And I would love if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel.